Welcome back to the Beat Break Morning Show on Podcast FM 87, FM 101, The Vibe FM, Atlanta, Louisville, Kentucky. Sean Garvey with DJ Rollum. It is the Beat Break Morning Show. You all make sure you follow us at Beat Break Radio and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel at Beat Break Radio. And everything is on reach1network.tv. This is the segment in which we like to call Soul Dates Live. I'm thinking of another show. Soul Days Live. It is the spinoff to our actual show, Soul Days Live, that we've been airing since last year, 2023, with just only 2 seasons. Shout outs to my lovely co-host at Teresa, who is out doing some great things. But without further ado, I want to bring this gentleman on. He goes by the name of Nikolas, based out of Las Vegas, Nevada. He is an actor and he is looking for the right one. Welcome, Nikolas. How are you doing, first and foremost?
Doing good, doing good. Just I'm not a morning person, as you can tell.
You're not a morning person? Really?
Not at all.
Ah, okay. Well, hey, I'm just saying, if you get into a relationship, that might change. So I'm just letting you know. If you happen to be in whatever that new relationship is going to look like, you might have to get used to having the woman you're going to be sleeping with next to you and be like, honey, it's time to get up. We got to go for a walk.
Yeah.
yeah, it's gonna be real. But glad to have you on the Beat Break Morning Show, Nikolas. So, go ahead and let the people know a little bit more about Nikolas and who Nikolas is.
Well, I'm an actor. I also do science experiments on YouTube, so I'm actually starting to branch out on doing that. I also write. I do science fiction. I
Science
also play
fiction, okay.
lots of D&D.
D&D. Now, what is D&D?
Dungeons and Dragons. Just so basically pretend with dice.
I never heard of it. Sounds very interesting.
Yeah. Nerd
Okay.
stuff.
Okay. All right. Cool. Awesome. So let's get into it, Nikolas. I got your information behind the scenes when we were in the screening process prior to you coming on. And so, according to the information you sent over to us, you got a lot of free time during the day and you're single. So you was like, okay, well, no brainer. Hey, I can come on this show. I can come on this segment and see what is out there. But you also stated, though, Nikolas, that your dating journey has not been the best. You've been single for most of your life, and you have had the worst luck with finding love. Can you expound on that? Like, what did that look like for you?
Yeah, that's been pretty bad. So mostly it's been either like one-sided, or I've had cases where it's just like had like one really rough relationship which became very toxic, and it was one where she ended up spiking my drink with LSD and I ended up homeless in Las Vegas. Burned
Whoa,
my teeth,
wait,
and
whoa. Let's put a pin on that. Whoa,
yeah,
you had a situation where a woman spike your drink, or is it fair to say allegedly? Because I don't know if it
allegedly.
allegedly spike your drink and cause you to be homeless in Las Vegas.
Yeah.
Okay, wait, finish the story. I'm interested in hearing more about this.
Yeah, it was not good. Basically, it was at such a high dosage that for a month, I basically believed that I was part of like a giant mafia family. It was not good.
Well, okay. And tell us again, how did you meet this woman?
College.
In college. Now, I know back in my day, and I sound like a seasoned person when I say back in my day, I know that there were questionable things that college students have done to each other in college. A lot of experimenting, a lot of this, a lot of that. But what you illustrated to me and our audience appears to be a bit extreme.
Yeah.
Huh. Wow. Okay. Anything else happened after that?
Aside from that, nothing really much.
Huh. Okay. And I know that situation involving the young woman at the time who allegedly put LSD in your drink and spiked it, leaving you to be homeless in Las Vegas. I know that had to be a very traumatic experience for you to this very day.
Very, yeah.
Did it shape how you look at the dating scene now to the point where you're more conscious about who you are in the same room with, who you go out and date with? Did it make you even more cautious?
Yeah, I don't drink anymore as a result of that.
Okay. Okay. That's fair enough. And that's great. So how long have you been on this path of sobriety?
For about like, oh Jesus, it's been like 8 months.
Well, congratulations on your 8 months of sobriety. I just want to throw that out there. Okay. So wow. It's a lot to take in, but I am glad that you are still here and that you are alive and well. Um, you're 27. Um, or or have you turned 28 or are you 27 at the moment?
Still 27.
Okay. You're looking for a woman that is between the age range of 20 to 34. You also have an interest in rock and roll music, heavy metal. So, does she have to have the same type of musical interest as you?
Not really.
Okay. So, she can be into other different genres of music.
Yeah, she can be anything.
Okay. So if you were to be driving, you pick up your date and you get in the car and you decide that you want to be the DJ for the evening and you put on a rock song or a heavy metal song, who would you be playing in the car with your date?
Probably Pink Floyd.
Pink Floyd?
Yeah, most likely.
Okay. Would that just be the only artist or will there be somebody else?
Probably Pink Floyd, Ozzy Osbourne, or Zach
Uh,
Wild.
okay. Okay. Now, what would your reaction be? Let's just say if you come across a woman and you get her in the car and you play some of the artists that you just said, Pink Floyd to Ozzy Osbourne, and she looks at you and be like, "What is this?" Like, if she's the total opposite as far as musical taste is concerned, how would you react to that on the first date?
What the fuck?
You would literally say WTF to her on the
Yeah.
first date. Wow. You're like, oh my God, WTF? Like, you don't know who this is? You don't know who Pink Floyd is? Are you
Yeah.
out of your mind?
Legit.
That's how you would react on the first date, Nick? Whew. Okay. I mean, would it be in a manner of like surprisement? Like, oh my God, or would it just be like with some humor joke to
Most
it?
of humor.
Okay. Okay. All right. Yeah. Because imagine you driving and you playing that and she asks, "Who is this?" And you like, "Oh my God, WTF? What? Are you kidding me?" Like that wouldn't be a good part of the date starting off with.
I'm like, you don't know who this is?
Wow. Okay. Let's move on. You are a Leo.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you really big into zodiac signs?
Not really.
Okay. Okay. What if you come across a woman who's really deep into zodiac signs, big on zodiac signs? Like, how would that conversation be like on the first date?
I'd humor it.
You humor it in. Okay. Is there a particular preference with zodiac signs? Like, Leos. I do not know exactly what Leos attract, but is there a particular preference? Like, Geminis,
Really.
Capricorns? Not really.
Yeah, it's not really that big of a deal for me.
Okay. Okay. All right. Well, it may be a big deal for some other folks, but not so much of a big deal for Nicholas. Okay.
Yeah.
Um, you generally like women with a slender or average build. Red hair is optional, but definitely a plus. Why red hair? I'm just curious. Why red hair?
Yeah. That I guess I'm a fan of the X-Men. Red hair is huge fan of Jean Grey. So
Okay. Okay. So Jean Grey, character from X-Men, and I know who Jean Grey is. Um, the red hair did it for you when she presented that to you on X-Men. Ha-
yeah.
have you ever dated a woman that had red hair?
No.
No? Okay. So there's a few well recognizable women that come to my mind that have red hair. One of them is Sexy Red. Do you know who Sexy Red is?
No. I'll
WTF? What?
I'll look that up right now
You
though.
don't know who Sexy Red is? Now I'm
Okay.
now I'm feeling like Nicholas right now. I'm feeling like Nicholas. Like, you don't know who Pink Floyd is. You don't know who Ozzy Osbourne is. Metallica. What? Are you kidding me? But yeah, Google Sexy Red.
Yep. I am looking at her right now. I
Yeah.
gotcha.
Would that be somebody that you would like to go on a date with? I mean, like a prototype of Sexy Red, not Sexy Red exactly, but almost like a prototype of her.
Um, yeah, I'd humor that.
I mean, Sexy Red, she's an interesting character.
Yeah.
She ain't no Jean Grey. I would tell you that much. But what you see is what you get. But she has red hair. I think she switched it up recently, but you know
Yeah,
that's
like
that's
half
part of her.
blonde, half red.
Right.
Mhm.
But that's part of her brand, her moniker. Red, Sexy Red. Like, everything about her is red, from her hair to the clothes she wears to her shoes, all that. Sexy Red.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's interesting story. But let's move on. Okay. You're currently a tour guide and an actor. I think we established that. You prefer to have someone in your local area or somewhere else? Which one do you prefer the most? Someone in your local area or somebody that tends to be long distance from you?
Local area.
Okay. And we're talking about Las Vegas for clarity purposes.
Yeah, Las Vegas.
Okay. So either in Las Vegas or somewhere that's in close proximity to Las Vegas.
Yeah, somewhere close.
Yeah. Las Vegas to a lot of folks is kind of somewhat of a tourist attraction.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And anybody that's may take an interest in dating you in Las Vegas, it's like, okay, what would they what does Las Vegas offer to people? Just out of curiosity, because I've never been to Las Vegas. I have a lot of people in my circle that been to Las Vegas, but what part of Las Vegas are you currently in, and what does it have to offer when it comes to someone that wants to potentially shoot their shot to you?
Hmm. Well, there's actually depends on what they're really interested in, since there's quite a bit of in the way of hiking in Las Vegas.
Mhm.
There's archery here. There's lots of definitely lots of acting gigs here. Entertainment.
Okay. Okay.
They're entertainers. There's definitely a lot they can do here.
Okay. So we're talking about a few things that you, Nicholas, and that potential candidate can do together on a first date. And if it advances to a second date, we'll see what we can also get ourselves into. On our first date, maybe some hiking, or maybe that could be the second date. I don't know. I mean, you're the planner. You're the planner. So anything goes. Before we run out of time, Nicholas, let's talk about some of your characteristics, both positive and not so positive. What are some flaws? Let's start with the flaws. What are some flaws about Nicholas?
Hmm. Some flaws.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm eccentric, so that can be a tad. I'm a bit much to take in at times.
Okay. And in your dating experience, has that ever been a problem with the women that you met?
Definitely.
Hmm. Okay. Okay. And have they ever pointed that out to you, or they just go by your energy and decide to ghost on you? Would you think that would be the case?
I think so, yeah.
Hmm. Okay. Okay. Well, that's something to think about. You know. What are some positive characteristics about Nicholas?
Well, definitely. Well, well, I am weird and definitely quite a bit to take in. I definitely am also weird and quite a bit to take in. That's definitely can be a good and a bad thing. I'm also quite can arguably loyal. I'm also very much the type of person that will give the shirt off his back. Very, very nice. I will, and what else? Hmm.
I mean, it's a lot to think about. It's a lot to think about when a person looks back and looks at himself or herself and be like, man, what are some other good things about myself that can pull people in to my circle or into my energy? And we got to peel those layers and look at both our strengths and our weaknesses. So, that's something to consider when you're out here in the dating market, in the dating scene. Something to definitely consider. So, with that being said, because we want to help you find what you are looking for, okay? Illustrate to us exactly what it is that you want and what she has to look like.
Hmm. I'm kind of looking for.
What exactly is Nicholas looking for? And what does she look like to you?
A nerd,
Okay, someone who's nerdy. Okay, what else?
just someone that is kind of nerdy into some very unusual hobbies. Maybe a bit of a goth here and
Okay,
someone
and
that
you said okay, and so you said you've been single for a while, but has there ever been a time where you have came across or came in contact with a woman like that?
uh couple.
A couple? Okay, what happened to them if you don't mind me by asking?
They usually weren't single.
Oh, so they were already in a relationship or with somebody else.
Yeah.
Ah, okay. Gotcha, gotcha. Okay, well, we don't want you to be put into a situation. We definitely don't want you to do that. So here's what I can do for you. So of course we are recording on both video and audio. We everywhere. People can watch us. And I'm gonna take this video that we are producing the show off of and let our female viewers email us if they have an interest in you. So let me put it up on the screen here. And this is the email address, ladies, to potentially shoot your shot at Nicholas. Souldateslive at gmail.com is the email address to send your inquiries. Okay. And so let's review, Nicholas, what your requirements are, what exactly Nicholas is looking for. And I want to go back to it. So, just in case for all of my female viewers that caught the tail end of this segment, we want to revisit exactly what Nicholas is looking for. So that way we can let you know in detail what Nicholas is looking for before you try to shoot your shot. So Nicholas is 27, Las Vegas, looking for women between the age of 20 to 34. You are into rock and heavy metal. You could be into it or you cannot be into it, but I take it that you have to be open to it. You got to be open to listening to some rock and heavy metal music, especially on the first date.
Yeah.
He is a Leo, so if you match his energy or close to it, that's cool. Um, Preference is red hair. Red hair. So all my ladies out there, if you happen to be a red hair type of female, send us your interest to souldateslive at gmail.com. Do wigs count? Can you accept wigs?
Take
Yeah.
wigs.
Okay. Okay, wigs. And you prefer somebody that's in your area. Once again, he is in Las Vegas, Nevada. So if you are in the Las Vegas area uh or in Nevada, period, the state of Nevada, please send your inquiries to souldateslive at gmail.com. Okay. Or you can just hit them up directly, send them a DM. And so, with that said, Nicholas, what is your DM or what is your social media handle for any of our female viewers that want to get in contact with you?
Yeah, you can hit me up at Nick's Bizarre Photo Dump on Instagram. So
That,
that's
yeah, go ahead and spell it out for our viewers.
Nick's Bizarre Photo Dump. That's going to be
And while he's doing that, I'm just going to put up the email address again for anybody that's interested. Souldateslive at gmail.com. And make sure, ladies, when you email us, send us a headshot, body shot, what you look like, and pretty much your qualifications, what you're looking for. We also looking for age, age range. Tell us your age, where you are currently in, what state you currently in, all that great stuff. So yeah, send it to us. souldateslive@gmail.com. I got
Yeah,
your
no,
social
yeah,
media
no,
handle.
but
Yeah, I see it here. I'm gonna make sure that I put it in the screen here for our viewers to see. But you can do either or, ladies, if you have an interest in wanting to shoot your shot with Nicholas. So I'm going to go ahead and put it on my screen here. And there we go. Boom. All right. So if you want to send him a direct message, go ahead to your Instagram, because this is our Instagram, right?
yep, Instagram.
Instagram at Nick's underscore bizarre underscore photo underscore dump. It's a lot of underscores there, but make sure you
Yeah, there's no
put in there.
spaces in Instagram.
Okay. All right, cool. And last thing before we let you go, Nicholas, why should anyone that wants to take an interest in getting to know you, why should they date you? Or why should she date you?
Well, there's definitely got a lot, got weird adventures in for that they can definitely go on with me. So I'm definitely a very creative person, and they're going to be that's going to be definitely ground zero for that.
Now, when you say ground zero, that makes me think of a lot of things. So I'm hoping when you say ground zero, it's a good thing and not so much of a bad thing.
Yeah, I mean,
Okay. We gotta clean that up. We gotta clean that up, Nick.
it's a good thing.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay. Yeah. Well, I mean, you did say you are a bit weird and you're into weird things, so no judgment here. But we just want to make sure
yeah.
we clean that up. All right. Okay. Well, thank you so much, Nicholas, for coming on Soul Days Live this morning and taking time to be on the segment. And what we're going to do is we're going to bring you back on with a follow up, and hopefully we will bring on that potential candidate, that woman of interest, on the segment with you, so that way we can see both you and her, or you and those two ladies, or three ladies. We can only do a maximum of three ladies at a time. So we're going to bring them on, bring you on, and then we're going to see where it goes from there. And then you will get an opportunity to select one out of the three, or one out of the two, or see if there's a match between you and that individual.
All right,
Sounds good. All right.
good.
Okay. All right. Well, awesome. Well, thank you so much, Nicholas, for taking time to come on the Beat Break Morning Show, Soul Dates Live. And we are looking forward to assisting you.
All righty.
All right. Well, thank you so much. Soul Dates Live right here on the Beat Break Morning Show with Sean Garvey and DJ Rollum. So we got more coming up. Make sure you download the Honey app to your Roku TV, and also the Flow Television Network. Make sure you do that as well, so that you can check out all of the scenes right in front of your television screen. So make sure you do that. We're also on Podcast FM, 87 FM, 101 The Vibe FM, Atlanta, Louisville, Kentucky, and wherever you get your podcast from. It is the Beat Break Morning Show, Soul Dates Live with Sean Garvey and DJ Roland. We got more on the way next. You all